birthday to you.
This is Ashley with Watch Mojo, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10 highly anticipated anime that completely bombed.
変えようよ。あなたも一緒に。
できない。
血の形が。行けよ。サンキュー。
For this list, we're going to be looking over the series and sequels fans couldn't wait to see, only to be sorely disappointed by the results. Which anime let you down the most? Don't be shy and let us know in those comments. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10, Gundam Reconquista in G. Just goes to show that even the OGs can make a misstep sometimes.
なんてんだ。海賊のか。
Yoshiyuki Tomino, the man who created the franchise and gave us Mobile Suit Gundam, Zeta Gundam, Char's Counterattack, and the other iconic entries in the franchise, returned to the scene decades later with a new project. Was it any good? Well, not really. Aside from a few neat mobile suit designs, Reconquista was a confounding, convoluted, confusing car crash of a series that has since been swept under the rug in favor of more streamlined spin-offs. Hopefully Tomino still has another one in him.
了解。
Number 9, The Way of the House Husband. The manga dominated with its comedic take on a former Yakuza giving up his violent ways and living the quiet life.
暴力では大切なもんは守れへん。
And Netflix decided to crap all over it. While the jokes do land, what lets the whole thing down is that its animation is practically non-existent, just a bunch of stills.
ほう、そっちの島はお前に任せた。
If anything, it's kinda just a clip show of the source material with some added narration, leaving many fans to ask the pertinent question of, what was the damn point? Commit, Netflix!
悪いが、今回の取引、俺は降りる。
Number 8, The Seven Deadly Sins, Wrath of the Gods. There isn't a day that goes by that fans don't look back in horror and shame at what happened to this acclaimed fantasy during its third season.
覚えとけ。
メイドの土産にな。
By shifting animation duties to a less equipped team, Studio Dean essentially doomed the Sins, with the animation taking an absolute major downgrade. The biggest offender is, of course, the battle between Escanor and Meliodas.
フルカウンター。
The most hyped battle in the entire franchise, and it was reduced to a laughable mess.
ショックスキンガー。メリオダス、団長。
Number 7, Fooly Cooly Progressive and Fooly Cooly Alternative. Just goes to show that even if you bring back an iconic character, success is not guaranteed.
もしかしてセブンティーン？はい。なんか絡まってるっつうか。
Unlike her original venture, Haruko's subsequent return lacked a vital component: charm. Oh sure, there's chaos and robots, but it just doesn't have that Fooly Cooly heart that was present when she was taking down cops with her guitar bazooka. That goes double for the chemistry she has with the new leads, or lack thereof. These characters don't have a patch on Naoto, whose absence is just another layer on the misery cake. Number 6, Fate Extra Last Encore. The Fate verse is complicated enough as is, yet alone oversaturated with spin-offs, reboots, and sequels.
Answer me. Are you worthy of being my master?
If there was any chance of this adaptation of the video game succeeding, then it was going to have to nail the landing and give us something fun and flashy. It didn't. Instead, it gave us a weird side story sequel hybrid that made callbacks to the original video game and left everyone wholly confused and frustrated.
I bet this city mainly consists of NPCs.
The fact they wasted Red Saber like this basically makes it the most unnecessary addition to the canon, and that's saying something.
Looks like this is the end for us, sir. You satisfied?
Number 5, Japan Sinks 2020. Masaki Yuasa, my dude, are you okay? We're a bit worried about you over here.
ファイトファイトうちに戻ればきっとみんないる
After all, you killed it with Devilman Crybaby, and keep your hands off Eizouken. We expected this project to cap off a new holy trinity, one that looked like it was set to tackle humanity in the face of natural disasters, perhaps a commentary on environmentalism. Instead, we got crazy old men in wheelchairs shooting people with a bow. Japan Sinks is pure lunacy and a huge step down to boot. Number 4, The God of High School. Are there still bright spots in this show? For sure. From a purely visual perspective, the fights are a spectacle, with the power system reaching astronomical heights. The issue is everything else. Mappa certainly delivered in key areas, but the story was horrifically condensed, which is a big no-no when adapting one of, if not the defining manhwa of its genre. The longer things went on, the more the polish of its debut faded. Let's just say no one is screaming from the rooftops for a second season when we have Jujutsu Kaisen instead.
こいつはいただいていくからな Goodbye!
Number 3, Tales from Earthsea.
So, you are my death.
Studio Ghibli taking on a beloved fantasy property sounds like a winning formula, especially given their track record at adapting other celebrated Western novels. Alas, the ambition didn't quite match what we were given on the big screen, with Goro Miyazaki's directorial debut.
Go away! Get out of here now!
It certainly looks like a treat, and we dare say the opening act does a great job at setting the world and intrigue. Then things go off the rails. Plot points rapidly dropped in, zero investment in romance, and one hell of a disappointing final battle. People expected big things from Miyazaki's son, and this didn't bring them.
I want to live!
Number 2, The Promised Neverland Season 2. This is the one that broke our hearts.
まずいなとにかく逃げようここはもうダメだ
The original was a goldmine of psychological horror, thrills, and triumph. A sequel was always hotly anticipated, and with the source material practically finished, there was a clear roadmap for the studio to take. And what did they do? Drop the ball harder than Connie's dead body.
私鬼を殺したくない
Wrapping up the whole thing in such a short number of episodes not only caused confusion, but also led to whole arcs being skipped altogether. It's so needlessly rushed that it's little wonder that it left so many fans up in arms.
好きにしろ。僕の負けだ。どこへでも行け。僕には全てが遅すぎた。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Berserk. It's obvious what happened here. Someone made a deal with the God Hand for a new anime, and as a result, all of its quality was sacrificed.
あの二人には。
This is a painful continuation, especially after what the 1997 original accomplished with such a low budget. Its reliance on CGI and censored scenes essentially butchered whatever chance there was of seeing a return to form for the Black Swordsman, to the point where we may never see Berserk done right in anime form.
面白い。それが貴様の真の力か。それでこそ粉砕のしがいがある。
I mean, at least the soundtrack was fantastic though. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.